Now this is a castle. Here we go. Solo traveller galore. Look, I can't even do this by myself. So far, really so good. Remember, guys, who on earth is that? I mean, look at that. Right then. Hello, boy. All these orange markers as well. Take care. And don't forget to bye-bye then. I am feeding it. Bye-bye. This is a castle. Look at that. But it's not though, is it? It's a fort. Welcome to Fort Bulger. It's probably best if we just go and have a look, isn't it? Isn't that better? Isn't that better? The blockhouse gate was built in the mid-17th century and remained in use until 1789 when the fortress was reduced to ruin. Traces of the tower were discovered during the excavations in the 1930s. Wow, let's have a look. Dog friendly as well, hence the dog. This is cool, isn't it? It goes on all behind me, look. As you can imagine, it's a fort after all. There's games and stuff for the kids over there. This is good. It's 19 degrees today, it's overcast as you can see. And it did just rain. After yesterday I said it hasn't rained this entire trip. What's that? Fate giving me a warning? Go and have a look in here then, boy. Looks a bit doomy and gloomy. I'm half glad I got the dog. Holy moly. The steps are uneven. You'd think it's bloody 9 quadrillion years old. Oh my god, look at that. Here we go. The main room by the looks of things. Oh my god, I underestimated the heat. Even though it's overcast, it's nowhere near as hot as it has been. Come on, beautiful boy, let's go and have a look. Yeah, dogs are literally allowed in here. Oh, holy moly, look at this. Beautiful, with a view overlooking the river. The motorway again. It's very motorway-y, this place, if I'm being honest. But it's not an epic to drive, unlike Denmark. I have said I love Denmark, and I do, I really do. I did, and I really did, and I still do, and I really do. But if you're new at driving, be aware of that. It's not the easiest sort of thing. For example, this is in Denmark. There won't be, when you're approaching a village kind of thing, there won't be a 30 mile an hour speed limit thing. Oh my god. Right, let's have a look at this, boy. Right, this way, boy. Let's go up these haunted stairs. Oh, you want to come up here? Oh god, hopefully it's not for a reason. It's like a headless knight at the top or something. Carry on. The dog is wearing it. It's really uneven. As you can see, it's like hundreds of years old, as I'm sure you can appreciate. So we're just going to go back down now. Go and have a look at the other stuff. Yeah, Denmark, where a village ends and begins, there won't be a change of speed signs, but there is a change of speed limit. But you don't know that because you're not from there. So it'll just be a picture of the town actually. This is their change of speed limit. Picture of the town followed by a line going through it, and that's the indication. That's the type of stuff you wouldn't notice if you was a new driver, that's what I'm saying. Just before you go blitzing through some rural Denmark village at like 80 miles an hour. Just thought I'd tell you. A dog's not allowed bit purely because the rabbits are in here, which is fair enough, so he's just behind me there. Not tied to the fence. One of these is the punishment room, which I wanted to show you. They gave me a map and I can work it out in about 3 seconds if I wanted to, but why don't, and they're all numbered on the thing, so they get like 1 to 9 or whatever. This is the main hall, this is the bloody number 2's like this, that and the other. Number 7 is the punishment room. Why don't they just put, I know you can't drill into that, it's ancient, isn't it, but a post with the number 7. All the tourist areas. And they've got leisure and tourism degrees, no doubt. What have I always said? What have I always said? If in doubt, get your pizza out. The others have good bloody taste buds back in these days as well. Pizza's the way forward, like it really is. I'm on a bloody detoxing diet at the minute, aren't I? So I can't eat anything bad. And it's breaking me. Every morning I have to have a bloody Yakult. I'm like, how can something so small be so bloody expensive? Here we go, it's something to do with the Nordic 7 Years' War, look. It was fought under Sweden under King Eric the fell asleep on his keyboard, and Denmark, led by King Frederick II. Oh. See, there's always been scrapping going on. Sweden added Denmark 3 lions to its own coat of arms. Oh, here we go. This is the 1703's version of a troll. So a less significant but symbolic cause was that Denmark had incorporated the 3 crowns into its coat of arms, a symbol that Sweden already used. In response, Sweden added Denmark's 3 lions to its own coat of arms. I really can't find that prisoner bit, and I'm not looking at the map, just out of principle really. I'm biting my nose off to spite my face. It's around here somewhere. I remember it saying it's right near the tower. This could be it, in fact, because you can't go out that way. This could be it. They ain't getting out of there, are they? With a 4-foot wall. There's no sounds, unless you go down. Let's have a look. Oh goody. You can't. No boy, this way. Let's go, let's take you out. He's getting a bit stressed in here. Must be like, you might be able to see things I can't. Can you imagine there's people behind me on the camera? Like, ghosts going, you might be able to see me, but you can't. Or, no, 7 years, whoa, oh, you forgot about it, did you? That's where I lost my bloody life, son. He's jumping and everything. Right, yeah, I'm going to take him out of here, but this is good, I like this. It was only like £11 as well. Massively worth it. If this is your cup of tea, it might not be, but we go back to the van and carry on with the rest of my life. Ooh, solo traveller galore. Look, I can't even do this by myself. Does it look like I'm this princess? Does it? You know it does. Who said you need a map? Who said that? Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe. Something I've noticed in all of these buildings, all these things I go and see, all these ancient things, right? None of them have got a toilet in there. None of them. And I know it's back in the day when they used to throw it out the window and whatnot. Well, that's what they say, isn't it? But you're telling me you built that? You built that? Some of them rocks are like 35 million men lifts. You can't just lift them up. And they've worked that out, but they haven't put in a simple plumbing system in any of them. And I'm like racking my brain. I was just thinking that, 'cause I need a wee basically. I was just thinking that walking around. And I can't remember one. And how many have I been in? Thousands. I can't remember one with an actual toilet. They're always like in little huts and stuff outside. A pretty big thing, isn't it, to say every single person needs the toilet every day. It baffles me, to be honest. That's in here. Anyway, on that note, welcome to Vänersborg. So far, so bloody good. So far, really so good. Remember guys, remember what I said. If you're travelling into Europe and you're thinking, or like me, planning on going to Norway, and you've got a dog, there's a few things you need to do. Let's talk about it. The fact that you're here in the first place means one thing. You've got your rabies jab for the dog. Not you personally, unless that's your cup of tea. But you got the rabies jab for the dog. That's the only legal thing, is along with microchip, what they require to enter Europe. Did you know that? Did you know that? What about the annual jabs, Kieran? What about the annual jabs? UK thing only, baby. UK thing only. Did you know that? How annoying is that? That's a beautiful bloody bird up there, look. That's genuinely like a bloody painting. Now then, amigos, you do not need your annual jabs, dog jabs, to get into Europe. That's a lie. That's what the UK vets will say. Also charging you 70, 80 quid in the meantime. If you want it done, get yourself over to France. Get it done over there. The only thing you need to get into Europe is the rabies and the microchip. Full stop. Norway's different. Norway's different. You need a tapeworm. Just similar to the re-entry back into the UK, you need to have a tapeworm administrated by a vet. There's a certain type of vet, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like whatever, BAQ certified vet or something. Don't quote me on that, that's absolute nonsense, but it needs to be a specific vet, one that's done a course in that field. With me so far? Come on, boy. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'll just get it done in bloody the UK. That will cover me surely, won't it? Not only are you paying 85 times the cost, a little bit of an exaggeration, but probably not far off. There's a window. It's more technical, more difficult, not as simple as that. There's a window, isn't there? And the window is 120 hours. What? 5 days until 24 hours before entry. That's the window. If you try and get in there and planning on crossing the border, you will be turned back. The window is, repeat after me, 5 days or 120 hours to 24 hours. That's your window. Don't say I didn't bloody warn you now. Who on earth is that? Is this what's in the bloody cinemas now, is it? I haven't been to the bloody cinema in years, and by the looks of things, I'm not missing out on much. Why? Is James Corden going to be the bloody Hulk next, is he? Is he? I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me. This is a better town. This is way better than that tosh I saw last night or yesterday. That really upset me, to be fair. It was an emotional day. I'll tell you why it was an emotional day. I treated myself to a little scroll, didn't I? And I fell into Liverpool's bloody football team. I don't do football. And there was blasting "You'll Never Walk Alone." And I was like, oh my God, how is there tears going down my eyes here? And it were as well. Because I liked it. And I I didn't comment, but I liked it because I was like, that was emotional. That is beautiful. That is a team. That's brotherhood. That's something the Royal Marines is missing out on. The Royal Marines need to do training in Liverpool's Old Trafford, or whatever it's called. I don't know, their stadium. They need to go there and do training and learn a bit of brotherhood, like a little bit of bondage going on, because that was beautiful. And then I woke up this morning, thought I'd look at any comments, see if there's any questions and whatnot. There was Celtic doing the same thing. And I'm thinking, surely not. But no, they were. Can you believe that? And then Bayern Munich. There's loads of good songs out there. Loads. Millions maybe. Probably not. Well, it probably is actually. Choose one. That's Liverpool's thing, isn't it? It's Liverpool. We know that. The world knows that. People in Antarctica will know that. When you're dun dun dun, hold your head up high. It's on my playlist now anyway. How cool is that? Little cute museum. Finland. Oh no, why do you make it difficult, Finland? Why do you have to be different, Finland? Why do you have to be like Norway? Why do you have to be like the UK? You need another tapeworm treatment, don't you, to get back into, to get it from Sweden again into Finland. You didn't know that though, did you? However, if you've had it done, remember what I said, the 120 hours up to the far right of 24 hours, if you like. If you're in that window, you can get in there. Simple, done. bosh if you're not, because let's be honest, it's more than 5 days away, isn't it? You're getting another tapeworm thing, otherwise you're not allowed in. They will turn you back. They're very strict. It's a nature thing, and I get it. There's beautiful nature up here. I get it. Some of it's scary, and some of it is 22 foot tall with antlers of the sizes, literally the size of these two bloody things here, with a horse in the middle of it. However, they look after them. They protect them. Knowing my luck, and if I accidentally tarmacked one, it'd be the national animal of Scandinavia or something, knowing me. You know, you probably get the same sentencing as going to America and taking out a bald eagle. We could say, I can say that. I can say bald eagle. Now what? Cheers for that, boy. And it's only 4 o'clock, so I can't even stop the camera. This is a lot better, this place, than the place I was yesterday. A lot better. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. Compare the towns I saw yesterday to another UK village or town or whatever. Ones that I know that aren't quite the best. That is a joke, by the way. I don't want any beef. Alright? Especially from Bevo. God. Remember your place, Kieran. Your scum. In your heart. And you'll never walk. What a tune, honestly. How good does that make you feel, even if you're not from there? And there's, you know, I don't know who Liverpool's rivals are. I'm guessing it's Manchester United, probably. Oh no, Everton, isn't it? Everton and Man United, I'm sure. I'm guessing then those people, you know, bitter ones, will still say, "Oh no, no, that song's rubbish" or and whatnot. No, it ain't, is it? It ain't. One day, you know, even though I don't do football, I'm gonna go watch that for real, once I've got my, you know, social confidence up a little bit. No longer 5 people I'm comfortable with, the 80-odd thousand or whatever's at Liverpool Stadium. I can't imagine anything better. I can't imagine any better feel-good thing than that. Apart from something like a million baby lambs taking their first steps at the same time or something. Apart from that, that wins hands down, doesn't it? So I will go and see that one day. Do they do that every game, do you know? Or is it just like a Champions League thing, is it? I don't know how much them tickets are. I wouldn't mind going to Liverpool versus Potters Rovers, you know, buy 1 ticket, get 6 free, something like that. I'm not paying super dough, even though it would be good. But a Champions League thing, oh my God, this is in a full circle. Leave that to the Liverpool fans, shall we? I'm guessing there's not many enough seats to go around. Beaut after beaut around here. Don't look that way. It's not a bad town, this, you know, guys. Not a bad town at all. I can't remember the name of it, granted, but rewind a little bit and you'll hear where we are. Charm of this. Imagine the full beam on that bloody car. Was that a Golf or a Polo or something? Oh God. We're on our way to the beach now. Not the beach, the like estuary, bloody seaside bit. Have a little look. Rumour has it it's the best thing around here. That's what it says online, but in reality that town is beautiful, you know. Beautiful. All these wooden houses again, look. I'll show you down this way. Oh cool, really cool. 2x zoom. That's the best I can do. I'm not walking back that way, am I? Right then. What's this all about? I'm hoping to God that the dogs, there is a little beach here and there's the dogs are allowed on there. I'm hoping to God, like I said, I do stick strictly to the rules overseas. I wouldn't do that, absolutely not in the UK, like. Absolutely not. But I also am aware that certain things are like absolutely not overseas, i.e. I don't want to get sentenced to death. No beach. No beach, but beautiful nevertheless. Sorry boy. We're going back into the woods this evening for our park up. Apologies, the wind's a bit howling over here at the moment. It's been perfect weather for, well, since I've been here. 2 weeks, is it? In Europe again. Mainland Europe. What are they? Mate, if they're birds, they're huge. Wait there. Again, apologies, 2x zoom. If they are birds, are they birds? They've got to be seals, surely. They're bloody birds. Are they? Oh, I can't see, I can't work it out. They're huge. Did you like that? Hands free, baby. You love that, don't pretend you didn't. All the parks are just charming. There's a little bridge thing going on over here. I need to get a closer up. But a close up of these bird pterodactyls over here. I need to double check that. Either they are huge geese or David Attenborough needs to get his little bloody contradictive hoop up here. Right, boy. Right, they're ducks. Oh, I think they're just geese, you know. Look at this for a charming little island. Oh, and there's a bin. And there's a bin. I love this place, you know. I love this place. You could be in the middle of the woods and there'll be a bin there. It's only a small thing, isn't it? However, there they are, geese though. It's only a small thing. But our bin men don't do that, do they? Our bin men just refuse. If it's not on the road, they're not walking anywhere. And it's the little things like this that just make... Because when you go for a stroll, you're in the middle of nowhere, aren't you? Like, you know, more often than not, you're just in the middle of the woods, in the middle of wherever, and you have lunch, you have a picnic, and you want a bin, don't you? There's never one there. Hence litter, hence the Peak District, hence, you know, even the Lake District. Litter everywhere. Why? Because there isn't a bin. Have we not learned people are lazy? Have we not learned this? These do it different. I'm on a little random island, yeah, the little town's there. However, the bin man will have to come over that bridge to empty that. That wouldn't happen in the UK, and that's the difference. My glasses aren't on properly, I'm wobbling everywhere. As I've said before, when I enter a place, go to a new place, I always weigh up whether or not I would live there, and if I would, it means it's a good place. If I don't, means it's an awful place. Well, saying that, no, because I wouldn't live in Barcelona. However, I do love that place. That's the best city I've ever came across, best like huge city I've ever came across, ever. But I still wouldn't live there. It's too busy for me, but it's all right for a little weekend kind of thing. Sweden, would I live here? 100%, in an absolute heartbeat, in a little gnat pip beat. Absolutely, it is stunning, it's charming, it's everything I would ever want in an area, and it's as simple as that. Look at this place. This is just a random park. Oh, Kieran, yeah, but there, you know, we see that all the time. Exactly, that's what's going on. My glasses still aren't on properly. They're bouncing when I'm talking. Does it matter? No. Why? Because we're in Sweden. Oh, they can only improve this place with one thing. One thing only. That's the only way they can improve this place. If they legalise the... That's it. But I get it, and what I mean by that is there's a lot of chilling places going on here. There's a lot of you sit down with your mate and absolutely chill the beans going on around here. Perfect spots, you know, I'm talking 11 out of 10 spots for it, right? But remember what also is up here, what we spoke about over the past day or two. Yep, you don't do that in the middle of the woods. Absolutely not. Why? You need your about you, literally. You don't have your about you, you're getting stomped. Look at that place. But wouldn't that be a good spot? Wouldn't this be fantastic? And Norway's even more strict with that sort of stuff. Like, you're going to prison, basically. Like, you know, it's hardly a prison, but you know, they've all got PlayStations, etc. But they're very strict with it. That place, look at it. I love it. You're right, boy. He loves it, look. Absolutely loves it. Since we've been up here, morale for him has just changed drastically, like, to be honest. It's the nature, it must be the new smells and all that sort of stuff, but he really is loving it. I'm not in the middle of the, I'm not in the wilderness here, by the way. I am literally by a town, just in case someone says, yeah, man, he's like Bear Grylls. He's like nowhere near the bloody nature. He's just, you know, on the side of the city. I never said I was in the nature. But we're going in the nature in a bit, aren't we? Oh, why? Because the nature's there. That's why. Don't fall in, boy. Don't fall in, boy. How, honestly, like, look at it. Look at it. Hello, boy. Come on, then. What a place this is. I'm so happy after yesterday. Like I said, it's a good thing to, you know, have a sort of reality check that things don't always go to plan, things don't always go your way every now and then. Only every now and then, don't get me wrong. We don't want reality checks every single day of the week, do we? Even though sometimes it seems to happen like that. But this is more than made up for it. This place is charming. Do I recommend this place? Yep. See that as well. Another little thing about Sweden. They always seem to have toilets everywhere. Like I said before, it's almost as if they care about you out here. You know, why are we pretending that none of us have a wee? None of us go in, you know, need a curly whirly. Why are we pretending that? These guys have got it right. 1 million billion %. I'm gonna look into bloody moving here, and I'm on about in the future, like, kind of thing, because I don't want to stay in England. It's getting toxic. We'll leave that at that, but it is getting toxic, isn't it? 1 million % I would live in Sweden. 1 million %. Honestly, genuinely, I do. I absolutely love it. The problem I've got is, but it's not a problem, I've got a life mission, haven't I? I've told you, if you're new here, I'll quickly explain it. When the dog passes on, not beforehand, but when the dog passes on, for some reason, I'm just really good at hiking. I don't know why. No one's ever taught me that. But I'm really good at hiking. I just go until my eyes fall out, basically, and I don't know why. Anyway, I'm going to use that little skill or advantage, skill to my advantage. And when the dog passes on, my plan is to walk the world. So none of this, that's in aid of mental health as well. Nothing breaks my heart more than knowing that people are battling with themselves day in, day out. And like I said before, it's not a 9 till 5. You don't clock in at 9, get depressed until 5 and then clock out. You go home, baby. Nope. You know, not teaching you to suck eggs kind of thing. But to some people are so unaware, that's why I'm explaining this now. It follows you everywhere, and there's nothing more sad nor scary than that. That breaks my bloody heart, and I mean that as well. That really breaks my heart. That affects me, knowing people are struggling. Why? Because I've been there myself. The dog pulled me out of that. Hence why I take him on travel all the time. Oh, hello, Capital FM Bridge. That's why I've rewarded the dog with all this travel, etc., as a little thank you. So I'm trying to get him to 45 countries, because that was my favourite unit I was based at. I was based at 4-5 Commando in Arbroath. Oi, oi! The Royal Machines, Tangerines. So yeah, that's my plan. But after that, after I hang up my bloody social media robe, Sweden, you're a contender, baby. I know what's a good idea. Let's go in the deepest, darkest forest by ourselves. Google Halliburg Forest. That's where I am now. It's like a little, what do they call that now? It's like a peninsula, a spur, a ridge. Tomato, tomato, tomato. That was quite good. I might keep that in the video. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm basically, might as well be in the middle of Canada at the moment. Really wise idea, Kieran. And it's getting dark slowly but surely. But it doesn't matter. Like I said before, life's for living. What's the point otherwise? You know what I mean? You can stay in the comfort of your little living room all you like and get to the age of 95 all you like. That's boring to me. That's not a life worth living to me, to be honest. I want to explore, I want to see things, I want to push my limits, I want to gain confidence. That's why I do it. That's why I go out and about. I bloody love it. But I am nervous, I'm not joking, I am nervous. These woods of Dodge, like. And I don't mean any offence by that either. I don't mean, you know, your life's a scam. if you've done nothing with it, if you never ventured outside, if you never pushed your limits, your boundaries, what you're capable of, each to their own. I genuinely do believe that. But for me personally, it's very boring. It's very safe. It's like buying Grand Theft Auto and sticking to the speed limit. What are you doing? Put your bloody foot down, son. I'll show you, just so you know, I'm not lying. I really am in the middle of nowhere, that little blue dot. Look at it. Oh no, hang on. Holy moles bats, my bloody signal's dropped in. I was going to say, luckily I've got 0 phone signal, but I've got full 3 bar 5G. Alright. So at least we've got comms if stuff goes south quick. Keep your eye out up here, everyone has said. Oh God, I really wish I was watching this on TV right now. Not being here, not living it. Down, like, yeah, push your boundaries, push your limits. And obviously there's a trail of turd behind me. All these orange markers as well. They've dotted them everywhere so you don't get lost. If you get lost out here, I'm guessing you're lost out here. I'm guessing you're staying here for a while. So why am I doing it if I'm so nervous about this? And don't pretend you wouldn't be either. These are woods, these are foreign woods. We don't know these woods, do we? Why am I doing it then? Everything I do is for a reason. I don't do things just for no reason, just for S and gigs. I do things for a reason. And this reason is to build confidence, like I said. I'm trying, well, no, I'm not trying. I'm going to walk the world. It's going to take me 10 years. And after that, I hang up my gloves. Social media gloves. Jeez Louise. I'm overthinking everything here. Oh God. What I'm going to do, what I'm doing then is building confidence, because I will be in the middle of Canada. I will be in the middle of nowhere. I will be in the middle of Africa, in the middle of Asia, China, Russia, like the outback. I will be in them places. Honestly, I'm not out of breath. I'm having a cardiac arrest. Jesus, any more rocks? I keep scaring myself tripping up. Guys, can someone just send a helo and come and get me? I'm building up confidence, that's what I'm doing. Because I don't want to put a time frame on it. He's a healthy dog, 6-7 years. I will be walking the world. It's the type of thing you need to have a gonad or two to do, because you're in the middle of nowhere. You're in like each country's version of the outback. That's what I'm doing, confidence building at the moment. Just like when I first drove in France, for example, in Europe, mainland Europe, on the other side of the road. I was like, oh my God, and like I said in a video or two ago, I went through a red. That's what I'd done. No one was there. It was like 2 in the morning or something. No one was there, and it was a complete accident. But that, I was like, oh my God, and I was panicking. I was like, not panicking, but I was nervous nevertheless. I was like, am I going to get in trouble here or what? And but it was game. I got, what is that? God, it doesn't help that the dog has to be on the lead. I want him to be on the lead anyway, purely because of the animals out here, and some of them can actually do him in like I've said before. But then you go through France and you're like, oh, hang on a minute, that wasn't too bad. Even though you made a mistake, even though you've messed up, you're human. Of course you're going to mess up. It's part of life, isn't it? Part of what we do. It's a learning curve. This is just another version of that. That's what I'm doing. I am nervous though. God, is that your stomping boy? Wow, surprised there's not a bloody vampire around here, known as Vampire Wood or something, or a what's it called, walker. I don't want to say that out loud just in case, alright? These are cool words. These are really cool words. It just takes the fun out of it a little bit, knowing that things can absolutely do you in out here. But don't let that put you off. Do you know what I mean? It's not... You haven't fell into a lion's den, like. They are very rare. Don't let it put you off doing things. Fear, it's an emotion, and it's an emotion that should be ridden, baby. It's just as fear is just as healthy as happiness, as joy. Obviously, if it's in proportion to the rest of it. Don't let it put you off doing things. We're basically at the halfway point now. We're starting to head back on ourselves, although we're not going, you know, literally back on ourselves. It's like a loop. But yeah, like I said, confidence building. That's what I'm doing right now. Because I've seen that half. This half should be, no, not should, wrong word, Kieran. Could be much the same. To be honest with you, I do half want to see one just to show you, because there's plenty of trees around here. I'm pretty sure I could outrun it. And yesterday I said you can outrun them. Oh no, not you. The dog can outrun them. That was an absolute lie. It said in a straight line a greyhound may just. So not only are they, how big are they, right? How would you compare it to? You know them big old plastic white motorhomes, like the big ones, not an RV, like the one probably 2 sizes bigger than mine. That's the size of them. What is that doing running at like 50 miles an hour? Like, whoever designed that, shame on you. We just come up to a little T-junction in the woods. Left was car park, right was going to see a little viewpoint 700 metres away, and I opted to go and see the viewpoint. Why, Kieran? It's 10 to 8. Well, like I just said, push your little limits. You don't know what you're capable of. You don't know how big your gonads are until you do. It's as simple as that. Plus, you never know. I could find my next ex-wife up here. Doubt it, mind. But I may. You never know. Plus, this viewpoint may be world class. So let's go have a little look, shall we? No doubt I'll get scared and, you know, want to talk to my camera in a minute. So I'll see you in a sec. What are the odds of that? This tree is bloody grew around a massive rock. Oh my. Right, we should nearly be there. Right, everyone, Liverpool, Celtic, you two, Bayern Munich, please, anyone. I think we're nearly here. Yay. I've let the dog go now. He's turned into a bit of an absolute cluster. He doesn't do it justice, clearly. But it was. Hence that, you know what I mean? Well, that was well worth nearly getting lost in the bloody deepest, darkest woods for. I'm joking, that is beautiful. We made it back, didn't we, boy? He isn't too big for that bed, by the way, before someone says something. He's just laying like an absolute tool. We've got a neighbour, so I don't feel so as secluded out here. To say, like, genuinely we are in the middle of nowhere, like, but yeah, no sign of anything. I heard a few rustles and, you know, branches snapping and stuff like that, but I'll just put that down to the woods being 5 quazillion years old. Yeah, today's been a good one. We've regained ourselves from yesterday. Yesterday was, you know, I covered that yesterday, but it's for a reason. It's for a thing. You know, there's always a positive in everything. There's always a silver lining. You just sometimes need to find it. Sometimes it is bloody hard to find it, but believe me, there is always a silver lining. Me and the dog for the rest of the evening. As you can see, I've got a lemon bloody tea, and this diet thing I've been put on is doing my nut in. Luckily it says don't have coffee for like 3 weeks, so I'm alright with that. I'm alright with lemon tea, and every now and then I get to mix it up. I get to treat myself to a bit of peppermint, don't I? Yum. I've enjoyed today, I really have. These towns, what did we do actually? It's all blown into one, and because we're editing 2 days ago, I mean we've just edited the bloody Viking Day, like that was what, 4 days ago, 4 whole days ago, so I lose track. But yeah, then what else did we do? Go into that beautiful thing. That's 20 minutes away, that bad boy. Can't remember the name of it now, but it's been pleasure after pleasure after pleasure. Oh look, another little neighbour. Oi oi! Pleasure after pleasure. I turned the camera off, I realised I was blatantly recording as they were driving towards me. I was like, I've got another neighbour. And they're like in the windscreen, like
But I've really enjoyed today. I hope you have as well. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed recording it. Remember to always push your boundaries, always push your limits, because you don't know what you're capable of. I mean, look at David Goggins, like, look what he does. He bangs out 200 milers. He was obese. Well, you know, you must have heard of his story, geez Louise, but he was obese at one point and pushed his boundaries, pushed his limit. Look at Tyson Fury. Pushed his boundaries, pushed his limit. He was obese and then came back. And I heard a story that he was saying about he wanted to go on a couple of mile run. I can't remember what he said. And he said he ran so far and then had to walk. Then walked, but still completed it. Couldn't run the whole thing, but still completed it nevertheless. And then the next time. Then heavyweight world champion. You know the story, don't you? Push your boundaries. They would say themselves that they're nothing special. They just do the work. And regardless of what that is, that could be anything. That could be a course, a trade you want to learn, a world you want to walk, whatever, you know, getting the confidence to go down the shops and stuff by yourself. And that might seem silly to you, and I hope it does, to be honest, because that means you can't relate to what I'm talking about. But there are people out there who can't do that because they've lost everything, like, and that's my purpose, my message, if you like. As cheesy as that sounds, but it's the truth. I really want to. I've dedicated my life to helping people now, and so I'm doing the work a good 7 years in advance. All right, boy, 7 years in advance. To be able to do that, to fulfill that, to raise enough money via, you know, social media to build mental health retreats all over my route in every single country I go through. That's the dream. And it starts with stuff like this. It starts with pushing my little boundaries, my little limits. Now the question is, what did you want to do? What did you want to be? What are you scared to do? Do it. Because no, I could walk past here and, you know, as long as I'm not in my birthday suit, because you get in trouble for stuff like that, I could walk past here in a chicken outfit, right, with on each foot, past that my little neighbours here. Come tomorrow, they might mention it once. Come the next day, 5 days down the road, they won't mention it. 10 days, a month, they won't even think about it, you know. And that's bizarre, isn't it? No one cares. No one cares what your plan is, what you want to do. So just do it. The only person who cares and the only person who's taking the hit for that, suffering for not doing it, is you. Always remember that. So just go for it. Chicken costume or not, life is short. No one cares. Just do it. And on that note, if that made any sense whatsoever, like I said, I'm tired. I hope it did. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We've just found a new mate, haven't we? A little Robin. Please tell me you've seen that. Right. And on that note, take care. And don't forget to bye-bye then. I am feeding it. Bye-bye.